What if I told you that just 3 simple words spoken with real sincerity could leave a lasting mark on someone's heart long after the conversation ends? Thoughtful, not because they're clever or rehearsed, but because they create a moment she won't forget, even if she tries. Excited? Welcome to Old Stoic, where we dive into the psychology of attraction, emotional connection, and authentic ways to make someone feel truly seen and valued. Before we start, take a brief moment to slow down. If you're comfortable, close your eyes, rest your hand gently over your heart, breathe in slowly through your nose and notice your chest rise. Let your shoulders relax and allow your thoughts to soften. Then release that breath gently. Sighs. Imagine any tension leaving your body. Now consider this. What if 3 simple words spoken with real sincerity could leave a lasting emotional impression long after a conversation ends?
Not because they sound clever or practiced, but because they create a moment that feels real, thoughtful, a moment that quietly stays with her, even when she tries not to dwell on it. Most people overanalyze what they want to say. They try to sound funny, impressive, or perfect. But attraction doesn't follow logic. Thoughtful. It isn't built only on effort. It lives in subtle emotions, in the quiet impact honest words can create when they come from presence and authenticity. In this conversation, we're exploring how to create those meaningful moments, not through manipulation or games, but through communication that helps someone feel genuinely seen, appreciated, and emotionally touched. Sincere. These 3 words aren't magic. They simply become powerful when used with honesty, timing, and respect. If this idea already resonates with you, take a moment to like the video. It helps spread this message to people who are looking for healthier and more meaningful connections. And if you enjoy thoughtful psychology-based discussions on emotional intelligence and authentic attraction, subscribe to Tahalia Talks Love and turn on notifications. Now settle in, relax, and allow yourself to listen and reflect. Calm. This is your time to grow thoughtful. Think about the last message you received that actually stayed with you. Not the usual, "Hey, how are you?" or polite check-ins, but something that made you smile or pause and feel something deeper. What made it memorable? It carried emotion, it tainted a picture, it made you feel noticed. Most conversations in daily life are safe and polite, but they fade quickly. How was your day? Good. You busy? These exchanges blend into the background. The mind doesn't hold on to them because they lack warmth, curiosity, or emotional depth. Your unconscious mind works like an artist. It highlights the moments that feel meaningful and lets everything else fade. When your words contain genuine emotion, appreciation, or presence, they become memorable. They resurface in quiet moments. They echo when she's alone and reflective. That's emotional anchoring. A simple greeting disappears, but a sentence that creates feeling stays. Now let's talk about the first of these 3 words. This isn't about pickup lines or tricks. It's about honest expression. The first word is I want. It may sound basic, but when spoken with calm confidence, it communicates clarity. It shows you're comfortable owning your intentions. You're not hesitating or fishing for approval. You're simply expressing what you feel. For example, instead of saying, "Maybe we could hang out sometime if you're free," you might say, "I want to take you to dinner this weekend. I know a great place." Notice the difference. One sounds unsure, the other feels grounded and purposeful. This isn't about being forceful, it's about emotional maturity. You understand your desire and you express it respectfully. That quiet certainty often creates a natural sense of balance, inviting her to respond in her own way while feeling the calm confidence behind your words. The second word is because it's a small word, but it transforms a simple statement into something personal and meaningful. Saying, "I enjoy talking to you" is pleasant, but it fades quickly. When you add because, it becomes specific. "I enjoy talking to you because you have a thoughtful way of looking at things that makes me see situations differently." Now, it's no longer generic. It shows you're paying attention. You're recognizing something unique about her perspective, her, Simi, in her personality, the way she thinks. That kind of detail creates emotional depth. Most conversations stay on the surface. When you notice qualities like kindness, humor, resilience, or values, you show genuine presence. And presence is naturally attractive. It tells her she's not just another interaction. She's someone you're actually observing and appreciating. The third phrase is, I appreciate. This one shifts the tone entirely. Compliments often focus on appearance, like saying you look nice. Thoughtful appreciation goes deeper. It recognizes who she is on the inside. For example, I appreciate how thoughtful you are with people. It's rare and really meaningful. When you say this, you're showing that you see more than a surface. You're valuing her character. That kind of acknowledgement feels sincere because it comes from admiration, not from trying to impress. When you combine these ideas, they create something powerful. I want to see you again because I really appreciate the calm energy you bring. It makes everything feel lighter, sincere. That sentence paints a clear emotional picture. She feels noticed, she feels valued, she feels comfortable opening up further. There's a deeper psychological reason these words work. Emotional resonance happens when your words connect you with positive feelings. They create novelty by breaking away from routine small talk. They show specificity, proving you're truly paying attention. They also create emotional safety because there is no pressure or desperation. When you speak this way, you're not performing. You're simply being present. Those small, authentic moments tend to replay in her mind. And that replay is what makes someone memorable. It's important to use these words thoughtfully. Timing matters. If you force them into every conversation, they lose their meaning and start to feel rehearsed. Let them come naturally after a real moment of connection, at the end of a meaningful conversation, or when you genuinely notice something unique. Your tone should stay calm and steady. Keep open body language, warm eye contact, and avoid over-explaining. If she doesn't match your energy, respect that attraction grows best when it's mutual. There's no need to push. Let things develop through shared comfort and respect. Attraction isn't about being perfect or sending long messages. It's about creating moments that leave a gentle emotional imprint. Thoughtful. When your words carry honesty, presence, and appreciation, you move from being just another voice to someone she remembers. What makes words truly unforgettable isn't cleverness or effort. It's the emotional weight they carry. When someone speaks with presence, clarity, and genuine attention, they create an imprint in the listener's mind that lingers long after the conversation ends. Curious, most people operate on autopilot in daily interactions, sending messages and having chats that are polite, safe, and entirely forgettable. Hey, how's your day? Good. You? Fine. Busy. These exchanges don't leave any trace because they lack specificity, emotional resonance, or curiosity. The mind only holds on to moments that spark feeling, insight, or recognition, and those are the moments that become memorable. Adding small but meaningful words like I want, because, and I appreciate changes the dynamic entirely. I want expresses clarity and emotional maturity. It signals that you know your desires and are willing to express them confidently without pressure or neediness. Thoughtful because adds depth, showing that you notice the details that make someone unique. The little qualities in how they think, act, or interact with the world. It turns a generic statement into something personal and real. I appreciate goes beyond surface level compliments. It acknowledges the value of her character, thoughtfulness, or presence. Together, these words communicate respect, attentiveness, and emotional sincerity, which builds attraction on a much deeper level than playful lines or rehearsed charm ever could. Emotional resonance also relies on timing and congruence. If these words are used authentically after a meaningful interaction, they feel natural and impactful. Using them when the moment doesn't exist or forcing them into casual conversation makes them lose power and authenticity. The key is presence, matching your words with calm tone, open posture, and respectful energy. Thoughtful. Letting the other person respond in their own way reinforces mutual respect and allows connection to grow organically. At the heart of all meaningful connection is presence, honesty, and genuine attention. Sincere attraction isn't about clever lines, effort, or trying to impress. It's about creating moments that leave a real emotional mark. When you speak with clarity, noticing the details that make someone unique, expressing your desires calmly and showing sincere appreciation, you move from being just another voice to someone unforgettable. Pause. These simple words I want because and I appreciate aren't tricks or magic. They're tools for building trust, emotional resonance, and authentic connection. Use them thoughtfully in moments that already feel real and match your words with respect, calm energy, and openness. When you do, you create small but powerful experiences that linger in the heart. Moments she remembers even when she doesn't want to. Thoughtful. This is the essence of meaningful communication, leaving a quiet, lasting imprint that goes beyond surface conversation and making your presence feel significant, valued, and deeply felt cited. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Old Stoic, and hit the bell icon so you never miss more tips on authentic connection and emotional attraction. Drop the word presence in the comments to show you're ready to speak with intention and make your interactions unforgettable.